Hello there, I'm joining you from COP30 venue. Well, the conference is underway. It's very difficult to say with any degree of certainty what sort of developments have been taking place here in terms of tangible progress. Of course, naturally, the agenda was adopted on day one. There have been some question marks regarding its content and priorities established as part of it. But in comparison to COP29, we have so far not discerned anything which could have been classified as a breakthrough. And today, I'm going to have a conversation with a Deputy Foreign Minister of Azerbaijan, COP29 lead negotiator, Mr. Yalchin Rafiev. Mr. Rafiev, thank you very much indeed for this opportunity.
Oh, welcome. Thank you.
So basically, today's day 4. But agenda was adopted, but we have not seen anything that we could have been able to classify as a breakthrough. Remember back in Azerbaijan, on day 2 or 3, we had progress in connection to Article 6.2, 6.4, regarding the full operationalization of loss and damage fund. Nothing of such nature has happened here. Why?
Yes, there are, of course, different reasons for that. First of all, not every COP is considered to be a milestone COP to adopt important decisions. We have an informal rotation of the pillars of the Paris Agreement to be prevailed in the COP agenda. Last year it was finance. Finance was very important since after 10 years of the Paris Agreement we had to agree on the new finance goal, the new target, the new collective quantified goal. That's why it was very important outcome that we were expected from Baku, and we managed to get it done. Article 6 was a 10 years impasse in the process. We managed to get it also adopted. Also the, as you mentioned, operationalization of the loss and damage fund. This year the focus is on adaptation. There is a specific group of stakeholders that are supporting this, that are specifically supporting this pillar, like the nature defenders, protectors, like the developing countries mainly. And the outcome documents expected from this COP are not those that can be considered as milestone decisions, but rather the routine ones, like the Global Goal on Adaptation, Mitigation Work Program on gender and others. So we are not expecting so big change in the process at the end of the COP30, but we already started in a very positive mood by adopting the agenda on the first day and submitting the Baku to Belém roadmap on 1.3 trillion, which is also coming from the Baku Finance Goal decision. Azerbaijan and Brazil, as 2 COP presidencies, worked out this report and submitted to the consideration of the parties. On the 15th, we will officially submit it. This is going to be one of the biggest takeaways from COP30. And of course, the COP31 host country, there are 2 bidding countries, Turkey and Australia, and we as COP29 presidency are mediating between these 2 to agree on an arrangement to see where the next COP will take place.
I recall back last year in Baku, prior to COP29, there were certain analysts were saying that COP29 should be an enabling COP, but we understand COP is a process, but it looks like that it wasn't necessarily enabling. It enabled a number of things, but it actually produced a number of very tangible outcomes. You already responded to the question that I'm going to ask now, but if in one word, in a nutshell, one key deliverable that we are to expect by the end of this conference.
There is an expectation from the main developing countries to agree on a global goal on adaptation, especially the criteria for the countries to design their strategies for adaptation. And they want, in Baku, we managed to triple the climate finance from 100 billion to 300 billion. And now there is a legitimate expectation from developing countries to also triple the adaptation funding, adaptation finance. So if there will be anything on this, like on adaptation finance, that could be an important decision. But again, it will be only a follow-up to the decision that we adopted last year, not as a standalone breakthrough decision that we may qualify it.
Well, thank you very much, and I wish you all the best in your hard work here. Thank you.